Hello, my lovely. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Priestess Peaches, aka Jackie Lane from yourpeachylife.com. I empower ambitious women in long-term relationships to operate in their empowered feminine energy so that they can have the love, pleasure, sex, and money that they've always wanted. I've just filmed a bunch of videos. I literally only have 8 minutes left on my filming time on my phone, and I wanted to film this last video. I actually just stopped filming and started relaxing, but then felt really cool to share this. So in my group, Rising Female Entrepreneurs in Long-Term Relationships on Facebook, I asked people what they want help with, what they want me to speak about, and one of the women shared that her husband or her partner, her boyfriend, that he's often grumpy and moody and distant apart from with their children. And basically he's not the man that he was in the beginning, and that he's obviously not obviously he's often, oh my goodness, he's often kind of grumpy and miserable and just not very attentive, not joyful, not playful. And oftentimes when this is happening in your relationship dynamic, there will likely be ways that you have been behaving, things that you've been thinking, ways that you've been communicating that have been consistently emasculating him or pushing him away. I'm not saying it's always like this. Like how do I say this? Like, there's a difference when maybe a relationship has run its course, or if a man is being abusive. But if this is just like a dynamic issue, then it's often when a woman has been either in her wounded feminine or her wounded masculine energy, and she has been emasculating her man and consistently chipping away at him without realizing it over time, and he has lost his sense of masculine energy, and he will like lose his sense of joy. There obviously can be things coming up in his life, in his own personal life, that have been stressful for him, and other stresses. Another thing that can come up is that he stops seeing you as a goddess. He stops seeing you as he sees you as a mother. He sees you as a housewife. He sees you as the caregiver, rather than a woman, a goddess, a sensual, erotic, wild being, rather than maybe he's become complacent. And yeah, what can happen is that the woman will unintentionally have her energy all over him, just constantly worrying about him, what he's doing, what he's not doing, what he's thinking, what he's feeling, all about him. It's all about him. Your energy is all over him, and this actually pushes him further away. And what you really need to do is place your energy back on you and get back in tune with what I call your pleasure power and your feminine energy. And your pleasure power and your feminine energy are the two things that really inspire him into his empowered masculine energy. And it prevents him from being complacent. It stops him from seeing you as little Miss Housewife and mummy. And it allows him to see you as goddess, as queen, enchantress, as that version of yourself. But really, you need to access these versions of yourself within yourself first. You need to be able to understand what it is you're saying, what it is you're doing, where your energy's at that is causing him to want to be distant from you, not want to be close with you, okay? And I can't go into too much detail about the specifics here because I don't know the specific relationship in this instance, like this woman isn't a one-to-one client of mine, and so I don't know exactly what's going on. I do know that if I was working with her one-to-one, that I would very quickly see where the problem is coming from and how she can shift it. And if it's something, I mean, it's always something that with any wounded dynamic, imbalanced dynamic, or toxic dynamic showing up, there are always things a woman can shift within herself in order for her reality to shift. Okay. And when a woman can take her focus off what he's doing and not doing, and like what's the word, when she puts her focus back on herself, right, a magical thing starts to happen, and he'll start to notice her again. He'll start to want to be with her again. There's certain ways that you can go about doing this that it's not a manipulative thing. It's not about playing games. It's actually about inspiring him to operate in a way that feels most empowering and natural and pleasing to him. Like, this is what he wants. This is where he will feel the best version of himself, where he will feel amazing in himself. It's not about trying to manipulate someone to get what you want. There's a big misunderstanding around this, like in the relationship coaching industry, that it's manipulation tactics, and that is not what I'm about. I teach women to not manipulate their men. It's all about how you operate, how you function, how you think, how you feel, how you express, how you communicate, the way you're being. And when you understand how to be in your empowered feminine, you will start to notice a difference in him and the way he is behaving, because he will feel like he can be close with you. There will be a reason that perhaps over time it stopped feeling safe for him to be close with you. It stopped feeling enjoyable for him to be close with you. It's stopped feeling there's some wound or dynamic or something showing up where he feels like he can only be this one version of himself with you. Sometimes it's when a man can get very too comfortable expressing, when you're in a long-term relationship. Oh my goodness, I have to really hurry up because this is going to run out of filming time. But when you're in a long-term relationship, you get very comfortable, and it's like you can just be yourself with that person. And so throughout the day, maybe he's putting on a mask and putting on a brave face. Maybe he's going through some form of depression or anxiety or stress, and with you he actually feels like he can just be himself. But actually you're getting the kind of not good version of him, when really he should be coming to the relationship with the good version of him, and feel inspired to do that, and that it's easy for him to do that. So there needs to be that balance. And I have to go because this is literally about to cut off. So I love you lots. Have an amazing day. Remember to keep it juicy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.